I'm Paul Watson, a Professor of Computer Science at Newcastle University, where I direct the Digital Institute. So the Institute's been running for about 10 years, and what we do is we work with researchers right across the university to try to use digital technologies to transform the work that they do. What you find at the moment is there's a lot of work in collecting data from buildings or from people, and it's all kept completely separate. So what we're doing for the first time is trying to integrate this information together so you can get this holistic picture of the life of a building and the life of a city. The building industry is very interesting. There's lots of potential for IoT to make changes there. There's very little information available about how a building's actually used once it's been handed over to the client. And so it's difficult for architects to understand what is a good building, what's a bad building, what should you design into a building in order that it will achieve its intended purpose. So for example, one project we have is with a group of care homes in Scotland. And so we've been using IoT to understand the activity of the people who live in the care home, and we can analyse that, and then we can work with architects to try and understand how in the future they can design buildings. And this wasn't possible before because you just couldn't collect the low-level data that you need to understand how a building's actually being used. IoT isn't just a technical challenge, it's also a challenge in how people actually use devices in the home and how they behave. There's a lot of work in the university on the problems of energy, sustainable energy, for example. And one of the real problems is how do you reduce demand, or how do you better match demand to supply? What you find at the moment is there's a lot of work in collecting data, and it's all kept completely separate. So what we're doing for the first time is trying to integrate this information together so you can get this holistic picture of the life of a building and the life of a city. IoT has large implications for universities as well as industry. More and more of our research, so Newcastle's research-led university, is going to be driven by data and data analytics. So what we're seeing is the need for data analytics skills in all areas of the university. When we first started off in this area, we were typically working with engineers and medics, and they wanted us to talk to their students as well and perhaps put on training courses. Now we're doing them right across the university, including the arts and humanities. And I think that's going to change. So I think there's an argument, and some American universities are already taking this view that we should teach everybody data analytics, irrespective of what subject they were studying, because the tools and techniques are going to be useful in whatever area of research or whatever area of commerce or industry you end up working in.